first playoff victory since the 1990 season. The drought began following a win over the Oilers. That's how long it's been. The then Houston Oilers. A loss to the then Los Angeles Raiders in the game that wrecked Bo Jackson's hip. That was the first playoff loss. And obviously they went a lot of years, but they didn't go to the playoffs at all. But every time they went between 90 and this year, they had lost and lost and lost and one and out, and they get it done 26-19. Joe Burrow, 24 for 34, 244 yards, 2 touchdowns. They go to the Titans on Saturday. And Chris, my only criticism of the Bengals is they let the Raiders hang around for far too long.
Yeah, they did. It was a game, Mike. I know we talked about it a little bit last week during our picks podcast. That it was a game where, I don't know if there was going to be a lot of big plays available the way the Raiders play defense. So, yeah, there was chances there to really kind of put the Raiders in a tough spot. They settled for field goals a whole bunch of times where we haven't seen the Bengals really do that throughout the year. But I also, Mike, within that, and even hanging around, and yeah, you'd like them to put away, I was proud of the Bengals for being a young football team the way they are and not, feeling the pressure of the playoff game, not trying to, oh, wait, we're the big play Bengals. We got to force something here and live up to expectations here. That's where Joe Burrow is so special. He understood what it was going to take in this football game. It got a little dicey and dangerous, no doubt. But, man, I think it's going to, help them a lot. Battle-tested playoff win going into Tennessee and Mike Vrabel. It'll go a long way to give them a little confidence for this weekend.
It required an interception to seal the victory at the very end. We were looking at possibly overtime again for the second time in 6 days for the Las Vegas Raiders, but that ultimately didn't happen. They pull it off. There it is, 4th and goal from the 9. The throw, the pick, and that was that. 12 seconds left. The Bengals ice it 26-19. I just don't think, Chris, it should have come down to that.
No.
I wish the margin had been more than 7. Because even though the most controversial moment of the weekend from an officiating standpoint happened in the second quarter, it's very easy for people to say, well, look, that was a gift 7 that the Bengals got that they shouldn't have gotten, and they won by 7, so the Raiders got screwed.
Yeah.
And don't equate this with the tuck rule game, because the tuck rule game was if the play goes one way, game's over, and the Raiders advance. It goes the other way, game continues, Patriots force overtime, Patriots win the game. This was so early in the game that you cannot draw a bright line and say the Raiders would have won if this rule had been applied correctly.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.